Hi, this is Simon Moon from Simon Moon Music with a series of tutorials on how to produce music with Bitwig Studio. This is the Getting Started tutorial, providing basically introductory notes on how to set up your DAW, in our case Bitwig Studio. I open that up real quick here. Bitwig Studio, when it opens up, looks like this. There's an instrument track which is empty, already preloaded, and an audio track, and I simply load a single instrument really quick into that track so I can show you a couple of other things next. So let's select some kind of drum kit. Let's use an electronic one, 808, like this for example. Okay, sounds like this. You can either audition it by clicking here or using a MIDI controller. I come to that in a second. Well, first of all, what you want to do is you want to set up your DAW so that it works with your system. So the first thing you should do is you should select the display you want to work with, and for the tutorials I'm using this one, single display large. Whenever I'm producing a track, working on a track, I use the Dual Display Studio, but as you notice right now you only see a very small portion of the complete workspace in the tutorial, so that is why I use this smaller representation. Okay, next thing is audio, and here you essentially select the sound driver you're working with, which is normally related with a device you're using. In my case, whenever I produce music, I'm using the Universal Audio Apollo Twin USB because that's the audio interface I'm using. That's a piece of hardware actually. But whenever I do tutorials, I need to use this one because that's the only way to get the sound from the DAW into the recording device I'm using. So in my case, it's Voicemeeter. In your case, it will be whatever controller you're using, maybe Complete Audio from Native Instruments or whatever. Then controllers. Here you see that there are essentially two controllers, MIDI controllers, that are loaded up, which is exactly reflecting the setup I'm using. So there's this MIDI keyboard here. That's a Studio Logic one. And on this side, you see the pads for example, finger drumming or whatever you want to use them for, a couple of faders and knobs to control certain parameters of the DAW or individual instruments. So very handy. That's the setup I'm using. This is basically it. All it takes to get you started. So I want to begin with a couple of tutorials right away. If you like this one, well, this is essentially just some introductory notes. So the interesting part is about to come. Make sure you watch them. If you like those, follow me on YouTube. Have a nice day. Bye bye.